Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Maldito Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know El Pastor de Boxeo está aquí, hablando boxeo. This Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, Sunday, you know what I'm saying, because of the time differences. Let's say June 4th, June 5th, ladies and gentlemen, Australia, Melbourne, we got Devin the Dream Haney versus George Kambosos for the lightweight undisputed. Lightweight undisputed. Ladies and gentlemen, also want to undercard. If you haven't checked out the video, go check out the video. Joel. Angelino, ladies and gentlemen, remember that name. Joel Angelino, ladies and gentlemen, the welterweight division, one of the up-and-coming stars. I said he is the most dangerous intellectual young fighter out there, 130. And 2 amateur record. The K can't lose. He's like Andre Ward in the amateurs. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a mixture of Joe Kawasaki and Pernell Whitaker. Yeah, I said it, damn it. Cuban, Italian. Kid is special, ladies and gentlemen. Kid is special. What's good? Everybody smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Henny in the building. What's good? Leo in the building. The Boxing Science in the building. What's good, man? Cam in the building. Anali in the building. What's good? Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, One Hit Wonder versus Email Champ. And am I the only one that's whispering that shit? No. Do I want them to be called that? No. But you already know how the boxing works. There's a lot of narrative attached to a lot of these fighters. You know what they call Ryan Garcia the diva. You know what I'm saying? They call the fighters delusional. You know what I'm saying? Well, when it comes to Devin the Dream Haney, a lot of people feel like he never earned the belt. He never earned the belt. He never won the belt, beat somebody for the belt. So, of course, email champ, AOL champ, he hasn't gotten his respect from the fans nor his contemporaries. Now, his skills and talent might get in the respect. But yes, in the sport of boxing, a lot of people is unsure. What is Devin Haney? Is he a champion? Is he elite? We don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to see this Saturday. Will Devin Haney rewrite the narrative? Will Devin Haney tell the whole world, hey, yo, F you for dissing me. I told you I am what I am. There was no hype. I was made for this. This was not a dream. This was reality. Ladies and gentlemen, will Devin Haney rewrite the narrative? And will George Kambosos get his respect finally? Will he rewrite his narrative of being a one-hit wonder? Ladies and gentlemen, some of you be like, no, we respect George Kambosos Jr. I don't think the boxing world respect George Kambosos the way he should be respected. Ladies and gentlemen, when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, they put him on the pound-for-pound list. And they put Teofimo Lopez on the pound-for-pound list, top 5 pound-for-pound list, ESPN, and a lot of credible source. He was the fighter of the year when he beat Lomachenko. With the fighter of the year when he beat Lomachenko, went back-to-back Richard Comey, Lomachenko, he beat Lomachenko. He got all the respect. Everybody around the world, Manny Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, Roberto Duran, Tito Trinidad, they was celebrating and praising Teofimo Lopez. When George Kambosos beat that guy that was praised as well. Did they praise George Kambosos? Did they put George Kambosos on the pound-for-pound list? No. They put him to today. This guy has all the belts, and they don't put him on the pound-for-pound list. You know why? Because people did not believe in George Kambosos, and even though that he beat Teofimo Lopez, a lot of people, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, know that Teofimo Lopez was not 100%. So the just do for George Kambosos is not there. Who is the underdog coming this Saturday? Who is the underdog? Devin Haney or George Kambosos? George Kambosos is the underdog, so you don't respect that George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. You don't believe that George Kambosos in the rematch could beat Teofimo Lopez. And this is why is the one-hit wonder versus the email champ. And who will rewrite the wrong? Who will rewrite the narrative this Saturday? Both of these guys still got something to prove. Both of these guys still got something to prove. Devin Haney's the WBC champion, and nobody respected, not even his contemporaries. Gervonta Tank Davis said prior to the Rolly Romero fight that he's email champ. Rolly don't say, what? Devin Haney, man, he an email champ. Ryan Garcia, what, man? I'm calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't want to fight you, man. Get out of here, man. You're not a real champ. I'm a champ. If you a champ, he told him in his face, if you a champ, I'm a champ too then. You know what I'm saying? See, if Lopez didn't respect Devin Haney. George Kambosos said to Devin Haney, man, get your made-up belt and stuff like that. Get out of here, man. Shakur Stevenson, when he won his title versus Jamel Herring, this dude, I am a real champion. Everybody in the contemporaries threw shots at Devin Haney. Nobody respects him as a champion. So thus, they call him email champion, AOL champion. He has not earned it like other champions. He has not earned it like Teofimo Lopez. He has not earned it like Shakur Stevenson. He has not earned it like a real champion in the ring. There was no celebration. There was no confetti flag. There was nothing. There was nothing. There was no balloons. There was nothing. There was no fireworks because at the end of the day, he did not beat nobody. But this Saturday, will he rewrite the narrative? Because if he loses, then it'll be like parading around with the belt. What the hell you was doing? Look at you. It's going to look worse. If George Kambosos loses to Devin Haney, then Devin Haney was the goods. That people will say no wonder. And if he beats him very, very convincingly, outboxing him 10-2 type of shit, then people will be like, no wonder. No wonder Top Rank petition for Lomachenko to be the franchise to avoid Devin Haney. Then all those narratives, the bad ones or the good ones or the logical ones or whatever, George Kambosos, if he loses to Devin Haney, he will get a rematch. What about if Devin Haney dropped the belt? That's the question I want to ask also. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let me see what the people are saying. Yo, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Ya already know Mr. Moonshine and Adobe, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yes, sir. Lou DeBella. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, my friend. I'm here down under. calling from a rainy day in Melbourne. But crazy fight week, big event here.
Crazy fight week. Devin Haney, George Kambosos. Oh man, is it going to be packed? Is it already sold out?
No, it's not sold out, but it's going to be packed. I mean, there's absolutely going to be more than 40,000 people there. The question is, we're still early in fight week here because remember in the States it's on in prime time on ESPN on Saturday night, but we're 14 hours later here, so it's Sunday. The fight is Sunday here. So here the weigh-in is Saturday. The press conference is Friday. Public workout is Thursday. So we're here Wednesday. So we're sort of, just sort of beginning fight week.
Oh man! So how has George Kambosos been doing?
Look, he's confident as hell. I mean, he's beyond confident. He's in his zone. Yeah, but I got to tell you, Haney seems pretty relaxed himself. He seems okay, and look, these are two of the best young fighters in the world, man. And the outcome is doubt. Anybody who tells you that they're positive who's winning this fight probably doesn't know shit. This is one of those fights where you have two excellent, young fighters. Look, I'm not picking against. I learned better than to pick against Kambosos at this point. he might be one of the most confident fighters I've ever worked with. And he's got that like Deontay Wilder belief in manifesting things. Believe it, receive it, that kind of thing. So
yeah,
his head's in a place where he's in a zone already, and he thinks he's winning this fight. But You know, Haney's walking around very confident. And yeah, Bill's not here, but Devin's not a child. He's a grown-ass man, and he's an adult. And you know, Yoel Judah is one of the better trainers in boxing.
Yeah.
You know, Yoel's his godfather, man. Yoel's worked with him since Devin's a baby. I mean, when I say baby, I mean, he's literally a little kid. Like, Devin is his godfather. Yoel's been working with Devin since he's a little kid. So, you know, his corner's still going to be good. And the kid knows how to fight. It's not like he has to learn how to fight. And I don't think he's overwhelmed by the moment. He seems to be under control. And you know, look, I think you got two fighters right now that are ready to go. And there's going to be an undisputed champion. Come Monday morning.
Let me ask you this question, because of course you mentioned about Bill Haney not being there, and a lot of people still talking about it. You know, let me from. I got to be
honest with you. I'm reading some of the most ignorant shit on social media. Some of the shit people saying. I have an undercard fight that broke up because one of the fighters had a misdemeanor 10 years ago.
Oh wow!
Okay? If you have a couple of DUIs, you don't get into this country. But Art Hopkins hasn't broken the law in how many decades? He
Since 1992, yes.
Floyd couldn't get into this country. You know, I mean, they have a very. And by the way, people with records can't get into the United States so easily. But here, it's really, really strict. So I'm reading all this ignorant shit trying to suggest, oh yeah, this is trying to make things. You think the Australian federal government gives a fuck about Kambosos or Haney or whether somebody can fight? I mean, you think they're setting their immigration laws based upon a fucking prize fight? No, their laws are their laws. I mean, and by the way, we worked really hard. I mean, you know, I personally believe that he should be here. I personally believe that, but it's not my decision. I'm not the government.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and
what if you know what I'm saying? If you was representing Devin Haney, would have you have let, or would you have risked it if Devin Haney was your fighter during the circumstances? Not because it's not because it's just his dad. I don't believe that there's a daddy issue, but Bill Haney's also his manager. Would you have approved of it if Devin Haney was your fighter to go out there in Australia without a manager and his head trainer?
Yeah, I would have.
For the opportunity.
The trainer and the manager don't fight the fucking fight, bro.
Oh, okay.
Fighter fights the fight. And he's been training with his dad his whole life. And by the way, give Bill Haney some credit. He raised an adult, grown-ass, mature man. And by the way, you know, this is an opportunity with one fight to be everything you've told the whole world you are since you're a kid.
Facts.
So, like, I mean, of course I would have. I mean, like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, because I mean, George Kambosos been doing everything abroad, you know, over here. You know what I'm saying? So he'll always.
It's not like look. George had to pay the dues and get where he's getting the hard way. And for this particular fight, there's, you know, Devin's got, you know, it's not everything's 100% Devin's going Devin's way on this one, but that does look. Also, we got a referee and three judges, all neutral, right? So we had nothing to do with picking the judges. The ratings organizations picked the judges. Yeah. But Team Haney had a problem with two of the judges, right? Okay, we switched them. George allowed them to be switched. So basically, the judging panel is Devin's judging panel. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, in other words, there was an effort made to even the playing field here. Not only did we were always going to use 4 neutral officials. The organizations came to us with 4 officials. We wound up changing 3 of the officials. One of the officials, the referee, was changed at the request of both camps. 2 of the judges were changed at the request of the Haney camps. Yeah. Okay. We didn't have to. We could have fought over that. You know, George could have fought over that. But I guess, you know, the feeling was, if as long as we think the judge is okay, you know, there was a feeling that people wanted Devin to be comfortable and wanted the playing field to appear to be as equal as possible. Nobody wants excuses here. Facts. We don't want that. No one wants that.
What do you feel? What do you feel about the press conference, the psychological warfare of George Kambosos? And do you feel like what he was saying is it true, or is he just playing mind games with Devin Haney? What do you feel about the press conference? Everybody been talking about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into shit, but come on, fighters talk to each other. Fighters, you know. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But what do I think about psychological warfare? I think that George has used this in every, we did it the same thing before the Teofimo fight, whatever. He likes to, he believes the fight begins before you actually walk in the ring.
Yeah.
Right? So, and by the way, this has been going on for the history of boxing. Psychological warfare has been used by, you go back to before there was televised boxing. I mean, it's always been part of the game. And part of the other issue is how does the other guy deal with it? If you let it go off your shoulder and you don't give a shit and you sit there and you laugh at it, then, sometimes that works to your advantage. If the other guy doesn't think he can get to you, it's not helping him. Here's the other thing. Some fighters use the psychological warfare for their own heads, not only to get in the other dude's head, but to get into fight mode. Mm-hmm. George, one of George's favorite books is The Art of War. Famous book by The Art of War is one of the all-time most famous books. But it's about basically assessing the enemy and tactics to what it's
boxing. It's boxing. I don't know. Maybe we're living in a PR culture.
It's not only boxing. People talk shit in every sport.
Yeah.
Before guys, you see someone says something stupid, and then before a World Series or a Super Bowl or whatever, it gets posted on the friggin' wall. As if it pisses somebody off, as something to fuel the team, right? Mm-hmm. So it cuts both ways. There's nothing wrong with George Hughes trying to use psychological warfare, and then by the way, Devin has the ability to respond in his own way.
Yeah,
and I didn't think he appeared to be particularly rattled, but look, it's it certainly makes for better press fight week.
Yep. I mean, I like the trash talk, and I think that George Kambosos is a hell of a trash talk. He's a hell of a trash talk. He's reminding us of Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? He got the lip. He got the lip.
I think that it's that stuff captivates people and entertains people. And how does it affect the other fighter? It may not. And sometimes when it doesn't affect the other fighter, maybe that affects the fighter doing the talking. So it's like I thought it would look. The stare down on Monday was certainly entertaining here. So
let me ask. Let me ask you this, because I was talking about the narrative that's on that people say about George Kambosos and Devin the Dream Haney. He's coming in as the underdog versus Devin Haney, but he beat Teofimo Lopez, and when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, he got a lot of credit. Do you feel like George Kambosos has got the respect that he deserves by being Teofimo Lopez, while they put him as the underdog versus Devin Haney?
I think he'll get a lot more respect when he beats Devin Haney. I think that in a weird way, I'm not so sure it's a bad thing for George that he's an underdog. Mm-hmm. He's been an underdog his whole friggin' career. Yeah. And I think he uses that like a chip on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, okay, these motherfuckers have me as an underdog, but they're going to see. Like, I think that in a weird way, I think he gets motivation from that. I think he fights better from being from the position of being an underdog. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Like, I don't think that really is gonna hurt him. Now, I'll be honest with you. Am I surprised that he's an underdog? Well, look, the odds are very close, right?
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that he's an underdog here. Like, if someone tried to bet the fight here in Australia, he's a slight underdog. It's not only in the States. So I am surprised that in his own country right now he's still an underdog.
Damn.
But look, he sort of came out of nowhere to be undisputed. Mm-hmm. And now, look, I think he's going to use it to his advantage. I think it's the kind of thing that makes him like sort of flex a little bit and say, okay, these guys are going to see. They're going to find out again. They're going to find out again.
Yeah, and shout out to Javier Centeno. I think that he's an underrated trainer. I think he's done a wonderful job with his fighters, with Zayas, with Kambosos. Christina Cruz going to be fighting out here in Madison Square Garden. He'll be training her as well.
So what? Look, George, with Mike Basil as cut man, and again his corner with Javier. I mean, George has an excellent corner. But I'll tell you, even without Bill, I think that Haney's going to have a good corner.
Yeah.
Top corner. I know Yoel Judas since I'm a kid. I mean, since I started in boxing, we go back many years. I mean, he's a terrific man.
Yeah, the only thing that I was thinking about was when in the press conference when Devin Haney said that they asked him what are you doing that? I mean, what working with Judah, he said we're working on chemistry right now. And like, damn, y'all working with chemistry right now. There's days before the fight. And chemistry is everything when it comes to trainer and fighter. But hopefully they get it. They have.
I mean, look, it's not personal chemistry. It's just the positioning of being the lead guy in the corner. I mean, but they have decades of personal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he literally knows Devin most of his life.
Yeah, fact. Tell us about. I said that he's the Joe Kawasaki mixed with Pernell Whitaker, Joel Angelino. Welterweight phenom, 130-2 amateur record.
Let me tell you something. Make sure you watch ESPN Plus. Catch the early undercard fights. This kid is only 18 years old. He'll be 19 in a couple of weeks. But dude, he has some kind of a track record for a young kid. 130 wins, 2 losses as a Cuban amateur. Then went to be with his dad. His dad is an Italian national, lives in Italy.
Yeah.
Mom is Cuban. He lived with his mom. He lived with his mom in Cuba, and that's where he was a Cuban amateur junior, where he won 130 out of 132 fights. He went to Italy at about 15, 16 years old to be with his dad, and had 10 international competitions, all of which he won.
That's amazing.
So,
I mean,
and he was sparring with Ugas before his last fight.
Yeah, leading up to the Earl Spence fight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though this kid is only 18 and never fought, only fought really as a junior, he was heavily recruited by everybody. And, and look, timing helped me here also. The kid had a sort of a dream that he believed he was going to make his pro debut on a big show before he was 19 years old, and well, here we are, and there's a big show 2 weeks before his 19th birthday, and I was able to sign him, and he's going to be making his pro debut against an undefeated, like 3-0 Aussie kid who's a decent amateur over here. He's going to make his pro debut on ESPN Plus in the States. It'll be on the pay-per-view here, but I think the kid is a sensational prospect. Look, you never know when you sign a kid this young.
Yeah,
it's still a kid. You know what I mean? But so I mean, he's got to prove himself as a pro, and it's going to be a road when you're 18 years old. But look, some of the best young fighters we have right now, starting real young. Look at Xander.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm really high on this kid. I think he's one of the best prospects at 18 years old I've ever seen in my life, and I'm really excited to see his pro debut myself. And I hope people will make sure you turn on ESPN Plus for the undercard bouts and check out Yoel Angeloni.
I think he's gonna be an extreme talent in my opinion. I mean, even in the amateurs, I mean, we 130 only lost 2 times. That's like a Andre Ward amateur record. You know what I'm saying?
No, he has his amateur stripes are really extraordinary for a very young kid. Mm-hmm. Bro, I got to jump though because I got a bunch of things I got to do here.
Oh, of course, so, thank you, my brother.
All right, good being with you. Take care.
All right, take care, Lou DeBella. All right. Shout out to Lou DeBella, DeBella Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the promoter of George Kambosos. Good looking, man, taking the busy of his time on fight week to join Punch Wrong Boxing. And yo, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. I ain't playing around with y'all, man. Smash the like button. Joel Angelino. Joel Angelino. That kid is amazing, man. That kid is amazing. And it's funny because Paulie Malignaggi was saying that whatever happened to Italian fighters. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped the video, but I wish I had Paulie Malignaggi's information so I could forward him Joel Angelino. And even though that that he's half Italian, half Cuban, it just makes that's a highly interesting mix. And he comes from the Cuban boxing school. You know what I'm saying? He went from he left Cuba at the age of 15 to move his pops in Italy. So he's an extreme talent. I'm gonna tell you like that, man. Southpaw also can switch it up. Defensive whiz, could outbox you on the outside. Got grenade in both hands. Could slug it out. great movement, great posture, great positioning, great punch selection. This kid is special. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, yo, I know a lot of people always be like, yo, Punch Drunk, you always prematurely, you know what I'm saying, hyping these kids up. But remember when I started my channel, you know what I'm saying, almost 3 years, almost 4 years ago, I said Jerome Boots Ennis. I said the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. Now look how everybody's talking about Jerome Boots Ennis. I told you about Teofimo Lopez. I said Teofimo Lopez was going to outbox Lomachenko. Everybody thought that I was crazy. Huh? Remember? I think the only one that I was actually a little bit wrong, was Josh Kelly, right? Josh Kelly. Because I did say Jerome Boots Ennis and Josh Kelly is going to be the mega fight in the welterweight division in the future to come. You know what I'm saying? Virgil Ortiz, special. Keyshawn Davis, we've been having on the channel for you know what I'm saying, even before he turned pro. Keyshawn Davis always showed love, and I've been telling you about Keyshawn Davis. Also, I've been telling you about Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. You know what I'm saying? He's special. I'm gonna tell you that probably this year or next year, he's gonna be fighting for a trinket belt, probably a regular WBA, interim WBC. You're gonna see. I'm telling you, man, I got the eye for talent, y'all. I got the eye for talent. Hendry La Bazooka Cerdeño Martinez, the best kept secret. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for him in the 135-pound division. Stephen Fulton is good, but he's not one of the young guys that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Kid Austin. How about Ben Whitaker? Did a video on Ben Whitaker. I called him the Cassius Clay of the UK. You know what I'm saying? Signed with Anthony Joshua Management. I think he's with Ballers. Gonna have his pro debut very, very soon. Silver medalist. I'm still waiting on Buatsi from Russia. This guy is dangerous, bro. He's dangerous. I'm not sure he's gonna be turning pro now. And what's the other Ukraine guy? Y'all know Marcel from the Philippines. Marcel Markel from the Philippines. He's a problem as well. Bam Bam. So of course, man, he's already a professional. You know what I'm saying? Bam Bam is good, is special, already willing to risk it, at a very, 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 very young age. Shout out to Boxing Combat Films. Yeah, Bam Bam is special as well, man. Bam Bam is special. So I just feel like the boxing is gonna be good. I think they're gonna move Keyshawn Davis quick. They're gonna move Ben Whitaker. I believe he's gonna be starting in 168, but of course, the first couple of fights, he's gonna be, in the middle of light heavyweight, super middleweight. I think he's gonna be the future champ. I think I don't see nobody beating him in 168, nor in the lightweight and the light heavyweight in the future. Maybe it's gonna be a big showdown with David Benavidez and Ben Whitaker in the future to come, or Sudo Ramirez or something like that. It's gonna be, I'm telling you, Ben Whitaker, he's nice. So smash the like button and good looking out. Lou DeBella showing us love, giving us some info. And so yeah, man. Y'all see the title, see the thumbnail. Is who is going to rewrite the narrative? Again, I'm gonna say it like this: George Kambosos, like me and Lou DeBella was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I asked him. He beat Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko. Sometimes in boxing, people like to when a fighter get a good win, people sometimes you make the fighter inherit the resume of that other fighter that they beat. Sometimes people do that. Sometimes people don't. But when Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, we got all the credit in the world, pound for pound fighter. But when George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, there's no pound for pound. He's coming as the underdog again versus Devin Haney, who has not beaten the quality opponent like in the lightweight division, like a Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? But he's still the favorite here in America. He's the favorite out there in Australia. So what is it about George Kambosos that people are still not convinced? So when people so it tells me that people was trying to shit on Teos. Oh my God, why you having excuses and stuff like that? But you believe it. You know that Teofimo Lopez was not 100%, or you would have put George Kambosos as the favorite to beat Devin Haney. But in the reality, it seems like the people out there don't believe in George Kambosos. He still doesn't have his respect. So is George Kambosos the one-hit wonder? Is George Kambosos a what-hit wonder coming into Saturday night? And if he beats Devin Haney, would you give him the type of respect that he deserves and has been deserving of it? Mike from Boston in the building. What's good? Mike from Boston. What's good? What's good? What's good? Mike from Boston. HLD in the building. What's good, my brother? HLD. Boricua, dímelo, mi hermano. What's good? Brandon Hooker in the building. What's good, man? Tune in, smash on like button. Yeah, man. Smashy, they like it. Donnie Medina, dímelo, mi hermano. Donnie Medina. What's good? What's good? What's good? If they were okay, then why are they talking about having Bill come on some iPad in between? Damn, Mike from Boston. Shit, man. Man, I wish I'd have caught that, man. Damn, that would have been a good one, y'all. Damn it, man. See, that's why, man, sometimes I don't like to pop up, you know what I'm saying, the interview. But of course, man, I'm because it's hard. It don't prep you, and then, you know, everything is all speedy. Damn, that would have been good, man. Damn, Mike. Damn, I would have. Sometimes I don't like to read. Sometimes because then it loses my train of thought. Then, you know, the questions that I had that I had to ask. Then, you know, when I read the comments instead, it will throw me off. You know, your boy Mr. Moonshine still new at this, man. Damn, that would have been a good one. If they were okay, then why are they talking about having Bill come on an iPad between rounds? Facts. I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that up. I gotta keep that up, man. Villante, dímelo, mi hermano. Good looking, my friend. I feel like there's more pressure for Haney because there's been speculation of him being a true champ. This fight is gonna be exciting, though. Can't wait. And it's good, at least that people feel is going to be an exciting fight, because when it comes to, you know, Devin Haney, a lot of people will say that he's a boring fighter and things of that nature, but at least that people are exciting about this fight. Maybe George Kambosos is going to make it exciting. Maybe it's Devin Haney that has grown to his power, you know what I'm saying, and is developing and looking better and better in his fights. Well, more entertaining. I'm going to say it like this. Devin Haney looks more entertainment, especially in that 6th round versus Javier Jorge Linares. I think that Devin Haney was trying to go for the knockout, so he was exciting. Good looking out, Vigilante. Gracias, mi hermano. I believe that he was going for it versus Jojo Diaz, especially in the 12th round. He didn't want to leave it in the judges' score in the judges' hands. And he's pushing his opponent back now. So I like the approach of Devin Haney right now. Mike from Boston said this is a good matchup, but I don't see Haney lasting. Wow. I do see it going to a decision. And maybe this is the reason. Maybe there's people out there that believe in George Kambosos. I think that George Kambosos is a dangerous fighter. I think George Kambosos got the fastest hands in the lightweight division. I'm talking about with combinations, you know. Maybe people still not sold on George Kambosos, and maybe this is why they got George Kambosos as the underdog. They don't believe in the school of Manny Pacquiao. I don't understand why people still have him as the underdog when he beat Teofimo Lopez. But it seems like I think that people do agree with what I've been saying and what I've been knowing and what Teofimo Lopez been saying, whether people like it or not, when people trying to diss him, oh, no excuses. Yeah, you know that Teofimo Lopez is not 100%, because if you don't believe that he was, if you believe that he was 100%, and you saying, oh, it's bullshit, no excuses, he wasn't going through this, he wasn't going through that, then why not give all the respect to George Kambosos? You know? Pound for pound sports entertainment. Salud, keep cooking. Everybody hit the like button. Let's go. Smashy the like button. Right now, ¿qué está pasando con ustedes? Mire, di que 82 gente aquí mismito. El respeto a mí. Mira, interview de la right now, motherfuckers. Vamos a ver el respeto y el respeto for Pote Drunky. ¿Ah? His chin is really suspect. I mean, we seen Jojo Diaz. I believe that he hurt Devin Haney a little bit. Not quite like Jorge Linares. But the only thing is that Devin Haney is getting hurt through the shoulder roll that's supposed to be, you know, his bread and butter when it comes to defense. And maybe a lot of young fighters are using the shoulder roll, but not really highly have mastered it. You know what I'm saying? They haven't mastered. Not everybody, all the young fighters want to use the shoulder roll. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to use the shoulder roll. But I believe that Zab Judah, who didn't use it, let's see what his pops, what will tell Devin Haney probably they're working on the pads and probably working on their style. Even though that Zab Judah was a southpaw, but Zab Judah's dad worked with other fighters. Let's see let's see how they're going to adjust and how comfortable Devin Haney is with Zab Judah's dad. Kambosos gonna bring the pressure, so he's going to make it exciting. Haney gonna be tested. 50-50 fight. Yeah, I believe it's a 50-50 fight. But I think that we need to really look at, because even when I was giving a lot of props to George Kambosos leading up to the Teofimo Lopez fight, and I told the people that this guy's gonna bring it better than Lomachenko, and people thought I was capping. People said that this fight was gonna end in 3 rounds. And I say, nah, man, George Kambosos is dangerous, man. I don't know if y'all don't know. Yo, this guy is dangerous, man. This guy is fast. This guy throw combination after combination. He ain't going back down. He's going to take it. He's going to go take it. This fight is gonna be harder than Lomachenko fight. I said it, and people didn't believe in your boy, Mr. Moonshot. Huh? And now they don't believe in him again versus Devin Haney. Even though that a lot of people also had Teofimo Lopez beating Devin Haney, but George Kambosos is still the underdog. Seems like a lot of people don't want to give George Kambosos the credit that he deserves. We don't know why. Good looking out, Villalante. Gracias, mi hermano. Tito. And Tio reacts to the news of Haney gossiping about him. That could throw Haney out his game. Haney got to worry about facing Tio in and out of ring. To be honest, I really don't think look, I think that there was cordial, you know what I'm saying? There was cordial with one another, especially after the Lomachenko fight. And then it got to the point where I think the fans really put Tio and Devin Haney against each other, because Devin Haney did call Teofimo Lopez after the Lomachenko fight to give him credit. So something went wrong in the buildup of the fight, where now they started to really, really hate each other. They came up together in the amateurs and stuff like that. They known each other for a long time. But I think the fans have really put these guys against one another and things of that nature. I don't think I think that Devin Haney is focused. I don't think that's really he's gonna be worried about that. These guys ain't gangsters, all right, man. These guys are good, well-raised young men. You know what I'm saying? They're not street like that. They're not known for that. So I don't think really nothing's gonna be happening like that. Speak your mind, sports talk. What's good, man? They ain't long thing no see, my friend. What happened to you, my friend? What's good? Speak your mind, sports talk. What's good, D? Push mi hermano, always doing your thing. Keep up the good work. Gracias de lo mío. Gracias, mi hermano. Hope everything is good. Hope the family is good. Hope the health is good, my brother. Hope you're doing very, very well, man. Miss you out here. Miss you out here, my brother. Keep on doing your thing, man. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Mike from Boston. Haney hasn't stopped anyone since 2019 to 2020. True. And I'm gonna be doing the technical breakdown to part 2, man, on the heavy bag. Because there's a lot of skills and talent between these guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not like an easy, like, they're very versatile. George Kambosos is not a simple fighter, and Devin Haney's not a simple fighter. But I think that George Kambosos is more offensively driven, and Devin Haney is more defensively driven. But lately, the last 2 fights with Linares and Jojo Diaz, Devin Haney has picked up his offensive, has picked up the approach, has picked up that to push his opponent to the ropes and things of that nature and tee off on his opponent. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney is still, and look, he's still 23 years old, so going to be 24, still building his muscles, still building himself, still trying to, at this point of your career, you're still trying to develop an identity. And you know what I'm saying? He's still young. He listens to the whispers. He listens to the narratives sometimes. And you can see it in the corner versus Linares when his pops was telling him, yo, go knock him out. Like they were stressing the knockout. That even probably his pops, also felt that his son needs a knockout and a performance like that. And maybe Devin Haney's going to go to a point where, man, I'm just a boxer, bro. I ain't going to prove to y'all that I got to knock this guy out. All I got to prove to the world that I'm a good-ass boxer, the slick boxer, and I can outbox anybody. You understand what I'm trying to say? Maybe that's what he's going to prove. Shakur Stevenson is doing a hell of a job. Very intellectual. And I believe that Devin Haney, I'm not going to say that Devin Haney is as intellectual in the ring like a Shakur Stevenson, but I believe that Devin Haney has all the qualities to be a great boxer, But George Kambosos, man, I don't think a lot of people give him the credit that he deserves, man. I don't think a lot of people give him the credit he deserves. And let's remember, he got a lot of split decision wins, but just like when we talk about that he's going abroad, that fighter goes abroad, and watch out if they go abroad, they're gonna get robbed. Well, George Campbell's been coming over here, you know what I'm saying? So he had to be subjected to that type of shit too. You know what I'm saying? That's why he won a split decision. I don't think that Lee Selby was a split decision. I think that George Kambosos, and I did that score. I did that fight. You know what I'm saying? I did the live commentary to that fight. I had a 116, 112, still got it in my book. I didn't see it as a split decision. When I had a 116, 112, George Kambosos beating Lee Selby. Who else? I think he won a split decision against who else? Mickey Bay, I believe so. And he dropped him. You know what I'm saying? I think that was in the undercard of that was in the undercard of Bud Crawford versus the Mean Machine, where Teofimo Lopez beat Richard Comey. That was the same that George Kambosos fought Mickey Bay in that same undercard. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. He did say you will respect me as a man. Dímelo, borracho. Dímelo, Ernie Martinez. Dímelo, mi hermano. ¿Qué lo que? Yeah, man, y'all saw the short. Some of y'all people saw the short that I posted. Yeah, man, it ain't about being a tough guy. It's not about being a tough guy, but I believe that the people in YouTube, in the YouTube boxing community, I think y'all aren't y'all getting tired of boxing content creators just talking all that shit, not doing anything about it. So I said, yo, let's give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? You got a problem with your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Anybody, all the haters. I'm talking about haters, boxing content creators, haters. Let's go live and let's shoot the 5. That's all I'm saying. Let's give the people what they really want to see. Forget about this talk, man. Let's give the people what they want to see. Let's shoot the 5. Let's go this month or next month, whatever. Y'all could be ready. I'm gonna tell you like this: don't give me enough time. Don't give me too much time. Y'all should have hit the email. I put my email on the comment section as well. punchdrunkboxing@gmail. Let's shoot the 5. All the haters, boxing content creators, haters. Let's give the people what they want. Let's shoot the 5. You know what I'm saying? And we could have things on the line, whether you want to have money on the line or whether you want to have your passcode to your account. If I whoop your ass, you got to turn your YouTube. You can never be in YouTube ever again talking about boxing. How about that? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. The people don't want to see people going back and forth no more. I'm talking about my hater. If you a strictly hater of Punch Run Boxing, if you that guy that be like, hey yo, man, you pussy. Hey yo, if I see this guy, hey yo, what oh, this guy is this guy is that. Nah. Stop the talk, man. We grown ass men. Stop playing around. Let's shoot the 5 minutes and stuff like that. Let's show the whole world how men handle shit. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Hit up punchdrunkboxing@gmail. Any boxing content creator who got a problema with Punch, if you're not from the New York area, do my best. Give it a plane ticket. Let's go live stream. Anyway, hey, yo, the super chats, whoever wins, get the super chats. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody wins. And the people will watch this. It will actually separate the fakes, the real from the fakes, the phonies from the real. You know what I'm saying? Because now when I demonstrate that we ain't gonna be talking no more, we just gonna handle like real men did it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Then all the people that be talking shit in YouTube, the subscribers gonna be like, man, stop that fake shit, man. Punch Run Boxing, he be doing that shit. Yeah, where y'all can meet up and go live. That's what we want to see. We don't want to hear that talk shit, man. That's all cap. No more caps out here, man. No more caps. Let's go. Punch, don't get the respect he deserves. Real boxing channel right here. Let's go, Punch. Let's go. Díselo, Villalante. Díselo a los hediondo allá. Díselo, mi hermano. I'm with that shit, holding down. That's what I'm talking about, right, Brandon? Come on, like I know y'all tired of it. I know y'all tired of it. Some boxing content creator talking shit, and then y'all going over there trying to listen to Sport of Boxing, and people talking shit. Hey, yo, Punch this. Hey, yo, Punch that, or whatever. Somebody else is talking about another channel. Hey, yo, man, let's give the people what they want. Let's give the people what they want. And to be honest, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Man. I've been saying this for like a year and change, more than a year and a half, almost 2 years. I'll show you my email right now. Never. I'll show you an email right now. I ain't never got an email with nobody, bro. Nobody never emailed me for nothing, man. Nobody never emailed me, man. All that shit that people talk about. On the short, I punchdrumboxing@gmail.com. I don't get, hey, yo, my man, yo, Punch, let's deal with this man to man. Boom, nothing. I don't get nothing. I don't get nothing. I don't get nothing. Nothing. I don't get nothing. I don't get nothing, y'all. I just want to tell, I would just want to let y'all know this, that in YouTube, there's a lot of, 99% of the boxing content creators that talk shit about another boxing content creators. I'm talking about that, the threatening shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the threatening talk. I ain't talking about boxing talk and debating. No, I'm talking about when people disrespect one another, that if you was in front of them, you'll slap the shit out of them. I'm talking about that type of talk. Ain't nobody about that life, man. Ain't nobody about that life. A lot of these motherfuckers live vicariously through the fighters. Bro, that's Annalie, there's too much hate and why. Yeah, but it's fake hate though. You know what I'm saying, Annalie? It's fake hate. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. There's just a lot. It is a lot of pussies out here. It is. It's like it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. They ain't about that life. They're not about that life. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to talk. It's easy to talk on live streams. It's easy to talk on live streams, but let's give the people what they want. This is a combat atmosphere. Let's give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? Let's give the people what they want. Fight me, I will be in Detroit Friday. Someone please confirm Southpaws in H-Town because I want to test his boxing skills. That's what I think. That's what we should push, and the people, the subscribers, the people in the chat, people that don't got their channels, and you in these boxing channels, to be like, hey, yo, man, stop talking about this dude. How about you call him and email him and go live? Show us what y'all about for real. That's it. You know, clean shit. You know, Punch is the right on the regular ESPN. Is the fight on the regular? Yeah. No. Is it ESPN Plus? I think the undercard of the ESPN Plus. I think but I do think the fight is in regular ESPN. I believe so. Hey, yo, Punch, promote your fight with Ray Flores. Promote your fight with Ray Flores. Well, Punch Drum Boxing, I seen a short video where you calling people out in YTBC for you want to shoot the 5. I mean, I'm not from New York City, but I heard that's the phrase when you take 5 minutes of your time and sort out your differences. But I also understand that a lot of people in YouTube boxing community, they are pussies, Punch. They really don't want a part of the combat life. They really don't want to expose themselves as just a bunch of mouthpieces. But I believe in you, Punch. I've seen the videos. I've seen you, you know what I'm saying, work out and train. I heard about you in the streets and stuff like that. And I just want to see if somebody will test you, Punch. Do you have any channels in mind? All of them, all the haters. The haters know who I am, right? The haters know who the haters know who they are. All right. Well, I'm just saying because sometime when I'm flying out and I'm checking out YouTube and I see a lot of people just talking crap of one another, and I just don't see any type of actions. Punch. What would you have to do to bring him out there? And have a fist fight for 5 minutes. I shoot the 5. Yeah, that's the phrase. What? Good looking out, Tito. You know what I want to do though, man? Let's say like June 11th, right? June 11th, Madison Square Garden. Edgar Berlanga is gonna be fighting, right? How about like shoot the 5 in front of Madison Square Garden? Shoot the 5, say in front of Madison Square Garden, pre-game it. Let's have the pre-game Or maybe we, you know what we could do also in like high profile fights. In the high profile fights, we could have the if people are gonna be flying in or whatever state, city. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say Canelo Alvarez is gonna be fighting Triple G in Las Vegas, and people are gonna be going. But then, hey, yo, you got Punch Drunk Boxing versus whatever this channel is outside of the MGM or the T-Mobile Arena and stuff like that. They shooting the 5. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be good? Rather than people just talk ish, man. I'm still waiting on emails anyway. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know why? Because when that shit happens, man, then everybody gonna actually understand who's the real and who's the fake. It's all about demonstrations, y'all. And that's what it is, man. It's all about demonstrations. All about demonstrations. So anytime, so put out put out the message. If you go into another channel, yo, put it out there saying, hey, yo, Punch Drunk is calling everybody out. All right. No cap. He's calling everybody out. Email him punchdrunkboxing at Gmail. He's willing to shoot the 5 with all his haters. Haters. I ain't talking about guys that just want to voluntarily. I'm talking about the channels that are haters. I want you. I want you. Let's make it happen. Salute, salute, salute. Nah, it's not real drama. You know what I'm saying? It's not real drama. That's why I'm trying to sort out the drama. The real, what's the real, what's the fake? You feel me? But let's make a tournament. Yeah, yo, EA, I'm with it. That's what I want. I'm with that. I want that. Punch. You need some road work. Hey, what I'm saying, R&R, they better get me right now before I do start doing road work. Get me right now. I haven't done no road work. Get me now. I haven't done it. Let's go, man. In what boxing fight or debate? Nah, fight. Not debate. Debate is boring, man. Debate is boring if somebody disrespect. I don't want to debate no boxing. I don't debate no boxing. Yo, so you named pre-road work, Punch. What weight class? Fucking no weight class. If you got a big ass mouth, then that means that you a heavyweight. We don't give a damn about no weight. The street don't give a damn about no weight. You got a big ass mouth, that means you a heavyweight. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Right? Who will be your first victim? Man, I don't know. I got so much haters, man. I don't even know where to start, bro. The haters know, though. Punch, if they got to email you, fight, and you beat them, you're the new email. That was a good one. Tito. That was a good one. Punch, damn. What's the newest on Tiffany Lopez? Any news? We're TV in the building. What's good? We're TV. The news is there's gonna be an announcement soon. I said, We're TV. I said that shit yesterday, man. It's gonna be an announcement soon. He's gonna be fighting in August, probably mid-August. They're gonna announce it real soon. Probably they announce it this week, or they're gonna announce it out there on the ESPN telecast. So they're gonna announce it real soon. They announce it real soon. I have a lot of haters because they don't want to accept the truth. Really, that's why they hated you. I have a lot of haters because they don't want to accept the truth, man. Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. A lot of haters, man. A lot of haters. Mark Anthony, you. True, when the base don't work, let's evolve fist talk. Facts. Latino. This is going to be a good fight. But I got Kambosos winning, and I knew he was going to beat Tio. Oh, and I should have bet on the fight. Why you ain't bet on the fight? Don't get me wrong. I was going for Tio, though. Why you felt he was going to lose? You feel like he was going through a lot? Will Tio fight at 135 versus Tank? Nah, I don't think he's ever going to go back to 135. Come on, if he took, man, he was looking bad. I'm gonna tell you like that. He's never gonna be fighting at 135. I think the only time he'll go to 135, man, you got to give him probably like way over $10 million, I believe so. Punch, which side are you, Haney or Kambosos? I think I got Devin Haney winning. You know what I'm saying? I think I got Devin Haney winning a 114, 114, 115, 112. I believe that he's gonna get it. He should get a knockdown. But that's just a prediction. But I do believe that it could go the other way as well. I believe that George Kambosos got every tools to go and beat Devin Haney as well. My prediction is that Devin Haney is gonna win. But I believe that George Kambosos has all the skills and talent to actually beat Devin Haney as well. But my prediction is Devin Haney is gonna beat George Kambosos. And the more that the more that you study these fighters, you know, George Kambosos is tricky, man. George Kambosos is very tricky. He ain't that easy. He ain't that basic. And I hear a lot of people just talking about that Devin Haney just gonna be out jabbing him, just gonna jab, and that's it. That's gonna be that big, and that's it. He's gonna win with the jab. Nah, man, it's gonna take more than the jab. You're gonna have to hurt George Kambosos because if George Kambosos, look, I'm gonna say it like this: George Kambosos kept on fighting Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez is known for power. The power of Teofimo Lopez didn't phase George Kambosos, even in that onslaught. Even in that onslaught in the first round, where with Teofimo Lopez, look, there was one judge that gave that round a 9-9 round because Teofimo Lopez was actually whooping Kambosos' ass up to what the 13-second mark or 20-second, 19-second mark when he got put down by that right hand. You know what I'm saying? So we saw that George Kambosos, and he kept on fighting throughout the fight. Even when he got knocked down in the 10th round, George Kambosos just kept on fighting. So it tells me that George Kambosos is going to come to fight. And also it tells me that he still got his faculties in order, that when he's going through his adversity, he's still putting punches together. He's still doing his combination. He knows what to do. He knows where he at. And I think that he's a tricky fighter. I think his footwork is kind of tricky. He's keep his head down. He throws a lot of feints. He throws a lot of combination punches from the bottom to the top. And I believe that the combination punches by George Kambosos is going to affect Devin Haney because I saw when Jorge Linares started throwing punches, when he started throwing some combinations, then, you know, it was a whole different type of fight. I believe that Jorge Linares, if he would have started out like that earlier in the fight, it would have been a whole different type of fight. But once Jorge Linares figured out that he could throw some combinations off the counter, then it was a whole different type of fight. If George Kambosos see these type of openings and try to throw some combination, I think it's going to be it's going to be good. No one does anyone think Kambosos can hurt Haney? He did. Quadrum, you did. You did. This is a fake one. Yeah, the real one died. So you know what I'm saying, let's block this guy because he died. So that can't be the real one. He did. Can't be the real one. So we don't want to disrespect, we don't want to disrespect the dead like that. You know what I'm saying? So whoever using his fake account, we don't want to, we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, man. Punch, have you talked to T.O.? Nah. They in New York though. T.O. doing this thing, man. T.O. doing this thing, man. T.O. doing this thing in the city, man. T.O. doing this thing. T.O. doing this thing. Hey, Punch, get out of this chat room. You're gonna get Al sick. Get off this chat, bro. I just saw the WBO order Tim Zhu versus Jamel Charlo. You think Tim is ready? I think he's ready for a title shot. I don't think he will beat Jamel Charlo, but I think he's ready for a title shot. I just don't think he'll beat Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo, I'm telling you, I've been telling y'all folks about Jamel Charlo. I've been telling y'all, man. Jamel Charlo, look, there's certain fighters that from the amateurs to the beginning of their career, they have gotten better. A lot of these fighters, they stay with the amateur with the amateur skills and talent, and they only get ready. They only get their body ready for the fight. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't elevate their game. You saw that Canelo Alvarez elevate his game. You saw that Bud Crawford has elevated his game. You saw and you seen Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, you know, he was a knockout. He was a power puncher, but not like a knockout artist. Like, you know, he developed to being this knockout artist, developed the footwork. Jermell Charlo has grown a lot, bro. Jermell Charlo stays in the gym, and and for real, a lot of credit has to go. A lot of credit, not has to go, but I'm just saying a lot of credit needs to be highlighted to Joan Guzman. Joan Guzman did a wonderful job with Jermell Charlo. And while Derrick James was out there training Earl the True Spence to prepare for you Dennis Ugas, Joan Guzman was the one in the gym every day with Jermell Charlo. And remember, I was doing a video, they implemented the uppercut more. And I think that the uppercuts were setting a lot of these shots up. You know what I'm saying? When he shoot the uppercut, then he shot that left hook or to the body and stuff like that. I think he did a wonderful job. Tim needs to fix his defense. I don't think he's ready for Jermell Charlo. And I think Jermell Charlo is going to drop the belts and go to 160 and probably get a big fight in 160. Maybe they could get the Jaime Munguia fight. Maybe if Triple G loses to, I think this what could happen. Triple G is going to be fighting Canelo Alvarez. If Triple G loses, not a lot of people talking about that's going to be his retirement fight. So if Triple G drops the belt, then I could see Jermell Charlo moving up real quick. So I think the decision is going to be made with Jermell Charlo. If Triple G loses to Canelo Alvarez, I believe he's going to be tired that he drops the belts, and then Jermell Charlo is going to be fighting for a vacant belt. And then you might have to see two brothers in the 160-pound division. So I do see that. I could see, let me see, got the WBA and the IBF. I think that they will fight for the WBA. You know, Jermell Charlo's undisputed, so he can move up with any belt federation and get a vacant title shot. Jaime Munguia want to go the WBC route. Maybe he'll choose another route. IBF probably too strict, and I think that Jermell Charlo will fight for the WBA vacant. I think that's what I see. I see that. Punch, have you checked out the lightweight prospect who beat Jamel Herring? Ortiz is from my hometown and got skills. Man, he did a good job, man. Jamel Herring looked bad that fight. But he retired and he did a good job that fight versus Jamel Herring. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how he's gonna continue that type of momentum. Khan, what's good, Khan? It's all about whether Oscar wants to take that chastity belt from Munguia on some point. I don't know what's gonna happen with Jaime Munguia now that they signed that deal with the Zone. I think that they did a disservice to Jaime Munguia. It shows us that a lot of people still want to blame shit on Jermell Charlo, but to be honest, the Jaime Munguia and Jermell Charlo was not Jermell Charlo. That was Oscar De La Hoya. He said it. If the Zone is not a part of this, then we're not gonna make the fight. Everybody agreed on that fight. Everybody agreed. Jermell Charlo, Jaime Munguia, Showtime, everybody agreed on that fight. And what Oscar De La Hoya wanted was that the Zone be a part of it. That shit was whack. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I actually this year disappointed at Oscar De La Hoya for not making that fight. Munguia should have been fighting Charlo. Facts. So a lot of people, so think about it. A lot of people's questioning the Jermall Charlo versus Sulecki, but let's be honest. And I know, like I told y'all, it was supposed to be Canelo Alvarez versus Jermall Charlo this Cinco de Mayo. That was supposed to be the fight. The Zone implemented the pay-per-view model, and then that's when Canelo Alvarez chose to go. But it was almost a signed deal. It was almost a signed deal with Showtime, Canelo Alvarez, and Jermall Charlo. Then the Zone came with a pay-per-view model, and then that sold that's what sold Canelo Alvarez to go to the Zone. He's been working with those people longer, so he knows them longer, and that's when he went over there. So Jermall Charlo was waiting on the Canelo Alvarez. Then Jermall Charlo was waiting on the Munguia, and then that didn't fall through. And then now he got this Sulecki. So a lot of people was blaming this on Jermall Charlo. But at the end of the day, he was going to get the Canelo Alvarez. I know that for a fact. When I tell you I know that for a fact, I know that for a fact. For a fact. No cap. For a fact. That was going to be the fight. I want to see that the Tank versus Garcia fight. You think that the fight can get made? LB seems like he thinks. Hold on, let me read this. I want to see that Tank versus Garcia fight. You think that the fight can be made? Nah. LB seems like he thinks the fight can be made. Can make a lot of money, and it was willing to do his part. What you think, Punch? Nah, I don't think that fight is gonna be happening, especially now. I don't think it's gonna be close to happening, in my opinion. I'm gonna tell you like this: it's gonna be up to Javante Davis. Forget about Leonard Ellaby, because if this was the last fight for Javante Davis and Mayweather Promotions, even though that he said I'm still Mayweather Promotions, but I think he said it because he didn't want to shit on Leonard Ellaby in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Javante Davis got really beef with Ellaby. Maybe he got his beef with Floyd Mayweather, not really the beef with Mayweather Promotions. But if Javante Davis said that, you know, that's his last fight in Mayweather Promotions, then if he wanted the Ryan Garcia, why not go to the Zone? Eddie Hearn, now without, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Golden Boy Promotions got some money. I doubt they go to Golden Boy Promotions, because I believe that Javante Davis should stay with Al Heyman. I believe he should stay with Al Heyman and do a network deal with GTD, his own promotional company, GTD and Showtime. I think that would be the smartest move for Javante Davis, and take out that 20% that he pays his promotional company. Nonito versus now. Oh, yeah, it's going to be lit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's going to be fire, fire, fire. It's Haney versus Tank for me. All right. I mean, I really hear people talk about that fight, to be honest. Haney versus Tank. I hear more Haney. I hear more Tank versus Garcia, Tank versus Loma, Tank versus Tio, Tank versus Haney. Well, let's see. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? I hope that people do respect both of these fighters by June 4th. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yo, Punch, you're not the LBC no more. You're crazy." Yeah, motherfuckers is crazy. Shout out to all the boxing content creators doing their thing, man. Yo, Tank actually wants to bust Haney up. Hey, yo, Paul. But they probably won't fight. What about Charlo versus Tim Zhu? I got Jamel Charlo all the way. I don't see nobody beating Jamel Charlo in 154. I don't see nobody beating Jamel Charlo in 154. In 160, maybe they could get that fight again with Demetrius Andrade and Jamel Charlo at 160. We'll see. Nah, I'm about to be out right now, brother. But yo, man, everybody, it was gonna be a short live, you know what I'm saying? Lou DeBella came through, go play the playback with Lou DeBella and your boy Punch Your Unboxing. Talked a little bit about the fight with George Kambosos. Also talk about Joel Angelino, the Cuban and Italian fighter. Teofimo Lopez versus Brandon Lee. Good. I think Teofimo Lopez beat Brandon Lee, though. I agree, Jamel in the reign as long as he wants it at 154. Yeah, Tank should fight Michel Rivera. Yeah, I said that Tank, I think realistic fight, if you're going to stay with me with the promotions, the realistic, I'm not talking about the fight that I want to see. I'm talking about the realistic fight for Javante Davis will be the rematch with Isaac Cruz, Gary Russell Jr., or Michel Rivera. Should fight anybody at this point, you know. Andre beats both brothers in the same night. Think so? I don't know about that, but I think I'll favor Demetrius Andrade, though. Haney I'll favor Demetrius Andrade over Jamal Charlo. Haney versus Shakur. Audience loses, boring fight. Well, let's see how they develop, though, man. I mean, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney is still developing. I want to see would it surprise you if Devin Haney actually knocks out or stops George Kambosos? Would that be a statement? Would you give them the respect? Will he erase the narrative of pillow punching as email champ? He could do it all this, and then he's taking a risk to go out there in Australia, you know. But if you want to be a world champion, you gotta fight all over the world. But yeah, yo, tomorrow, y'all already know 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I know I was a little bit late today, but 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Thank you for everybody that show love, smash the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. God bless. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to do another video tomorrow on the technical breakdown part 2 of Devin Haney and George Kambosos Jr. and talk about the defenses, the defense holes of both of the fighters and how both of them could capitalize. I already said the part 1. Go check out the part 1. Of course, Devin Haney going to be establishing the jab, the over right, the leading jump left hook. He could do that, but we're going to be talking about a little bit more of George Kambosos because I believe that George Kambosos is a trickier fighter. George Kambosos got good footwork. George Kambosos is an offensive juggernaut, and I think there's more to offer than what has been said about George Kambosos. And I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves, but we're going to be talking about a little bit more George Kambosos and what he does and what he could do in the ring versus Devin the Dream Haney. So y'all already know tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to go live. We're going to drop videos earlier as well. Love y'all. God bless. HLD, my brother, was good. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.